Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year. If this is your first time, special welcome. If you're coming back, so happy to see you guys back here in 2026. I got in zone 7A in Pennsylvania. So this video you're about to watch, I recorded this in 2025 and I just wanted to show you how I did ranunculus outside and these beautiful blooms you're about to see. However, I'll link down below for you where you can actually see how I pre-sprouted them inside if you're looking for that also. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much as always for being here. Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video I'm going to plant out my pre-sprouted ranunculus. I'm so excited to share these with you. One should be all pink. I'll put a picture on the screen for you, and the other one I think is probably different colors because it should have been pink, but when I got it, it was mixed colors. So I saved the corm from last year and I pre-sprouted them. I share with you in another video. I'll link it down below for you if you want to see it, how to pre-start ranunculus from corms. So here they are. We're in March and they're ready to get outside. Ranunculus prefers warmer weather, so they are definitely ready to get outside. My free frost date is not here as yet, but that's completely fine because they like the cooler weather. But I'm just attempting to show you what the roots look like. Look at that, friends. This looks like it's two here. I am so excited. I just love ranunculus. I fell in love with them and I just want to have more in the garden. And let me take you over. We're gonna put more in the rose gardens and then I'm gonna show you where they are coming back. Yes, I did not know they would survive my zone. They're hardy from zones 8 and up, I think. So I did a test and I left out some I planted in the ground, and friends, you should see they already coming back and I was so excited. So definitely next year I can feel comfortable leaving these in the ground and they will not rot out for me. So I'm gonna gently just take my time and separate them. Then let's go on over and show you where I'm gonna plant these beautiful babies. Friends, I got them separated and let me show you a good look of what this looks like. Do you see that? So this is the corm right there, and here you can see the roots. So that's what it looks like, and then the foliage comes from this. Could you imagine a beautiful flower comes from this alien looking corm bulb, right? Isn't that amazing? Anyway, so over here is my rose garden, and as I told you before, I am one who I do not cut back my plants as soon as spring is here. I wait until the ground wakes up warmer, I should say, and most importantly I don't cut them back until for the pollinators, because we have some pollinators still sleeping, some of the bees and all of that. So I wait until it's warmer, and not just only for the pollinators. If you look closely to, friends, when we cut back stuff and we start to pull things thinking they're weed, they could be seed that's self-seeded and you could end up missing out on beautiful free plants, right? Anyway, so this is one of the ranunculus right here. And how I know, do you see the stem here? I never cut it back after it flowered. I just left it alone. And look at this, it's coming right back. So I'm not sure if because of the mulch over here, I don't know. Just like my dahlias not supposed to come back, and they do come back for me. Here we have more ranunculus over here, and then let's see where else I have them. I have them all throughout this bed. Alright friends, so I'm gonna go and just sprinkle some throughout this bed, and here over here is another ranunculus. We're so excited about this, friend. I have to share this with you. Look at this. I was digging the hole and look what I found. So when you see worm in the ground like this, they're really good to add nutrients to the soil. Alright friends, I went around and I prepped several holes all around the garden, including over there. So let me show you how you would plant your corms. It's very easy. So they remind me of peonies, right? They only need to be planted 1 to 2 inches deep, and that's it. All right, so don't be tempted to plant them any deeper. So I'm just positioning some soil there because that was a bit too deep, and you would put it like this, okay? And you just cover it. That's it. Take your time and just cover it. And when I cover it, I take my fingers like this and I just press it so that the roots get contact with the soil. And the soil is just some I dig out from the back of the garden, so that way I have enough to put here. And I didn't want to dig the holes too messy. It's because I don't want our pesky friends, the squirrels, to know I just planted something. I don't want our pesky friends, the squirrels, to know I just planted something. You know how they are, right? So whenever I'm digging bulbs, whenever I'm planting bulbs, I'm always careful not to be too messy with my hole. So that's how you do it, and you just press your hand down like that, and I'm putting my mulch back over it. Friends, this is how you do it. Very simple, very easy. I cannot wait to share these blooms with you, and I'm hoping you did some ranunculus or you're gonna add it to your garden. And if you're in the warmer zones, I think you plant them out in the fall season, but our friends in the colder zones, you want to do this in the spring season. So that's why I'm pre-sprouting these, so we have a head start with our blooms. Look at all these sprouts we have here, friends. So excited. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead around and continue planting them, and then I'll get back with you. I'm at the front of the house, and you can see this is the walkway right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tuck some in between, and I love how they're small. It's not a plant I need to dig 12 inches, right? So I'm just gonna tuck some at the front here of the walkway, and then all the way here, and then let me show you over here, and then put some all at the very front here. They're supposed to get 12 to 24 inches tall, and the way they grow, friends, they grow in a very nice compact way, and they don't have a ton of foliage, if that makes sense. So I think they will be great as a front border plant. Anyway, so let me get them in, and all right, friends, so let's get these planted. It's getting dark, so I have some leftovers here. I walked around everywhere in the garden to see where to put them, because where I want to put them, I want it to make sense, right? But so I thought to myself, I have a hummingbird garden lane here, and I googled it, and it said hummingbirds love ranunculus. I never knew that because of the way the blooms are shaped, but apparently they're attracted to ranunculus, and they make great food source for the hummingbirds. So guess what, I'm gonna tuck them in here. I can see the colors because ranunculus are really bright color, but I did not know the hummingbirds will get their beaks in the ranunculus. All right, friends, here we have some of the ranunculus that we did together. I'm trying to keep up these videos because, okay, I have to show this to you. Look. Hello, Mr. Bumblebee. I love it. Anyway, sorry about that, but I just had to get Mr. Bumblebee on here. But I'm trying to keep this video up so you can see these, because the blooms are coming in and they're going out, and I just want to capture all of them for you, because we did a lot of work planting these and taking care of them and all of that. So here we are, and then here we have the red going on over here. We have more. Oh, look at this one. This one looks like pink with white. Do you see that? This is so pretty. And then here's this one right under my foot here. Look at that. Let me go the other way so you can actually see it better. All right, here it is. Like a nice happy face just looking at you. So pretty. Wow. It's amazing when you go low, you can see flowers at different levels, right, than when you're standing above them. So I'm happy I bent here so I could actually see. I'm happy I bent over so I can actually see what it looks like. It's so pretty. And then look at this angle, friends. Just look at this view. Wow, that is gorgeous. And then here we have another one coming out here, a young one. They're so pretty. I love them. So I'll continue to go around the garden and document those for you. And it looks like this one already became a spent bloom. And you know what, I have some over here in the moon garden. I did some white ones, I remember seeing it. So let's go over here and let me show you what it looks like. All right, friends, here we are. Look at this white ranunculus. I am just loving it. Oh, this is beautiful. Reminds me of a peony, right? I did maybe like 10 or so in here. I'm seeing foliage, but this is the only one so far. At least let's capture this guy here. Definitely I'll be doing more ranunculus. I just love them. They're so pretty. But we'll continue documenting other ones as they open up. friends, and here we have this one looks like burnt orange ranunculus. Look how beautiful it is. I'm just enjoying all of these ranunculus. Absolutely gorgeous. And then here we have this light baby pink one. Friends, you will not believe I saw this through my bedroom window. I'm always out here and I can't believe I did not see it. Came through my bedroom window. I always look outside. So as I like to say, if this was a bread and breakfast, this from my bedroom window, this will be the garden view. The cut flower garden view. I see this entire side. I think I see my entire garden in my house 360, I would say. Anyway, so this is the light pink ranunculus. So pretty. Alright friends, and before this becomes a spent bloom, as I told you guys, I keep gathering these blooms for you. This is the white ranunculus. It rains, so that's why it's looking like that, but it's so pretty. I have a couple of more in here, keeping my eyes on them. Coming over on this end, here we have more of the white ranunculus. Oh my goodness friends, look at that, absolutely gorgeous. So if I wanted to cut these, this would be the perfect stage for me to cut these, almost like that marshmallow. This is not bad either, but when you cut it already opened, it doesn't last for you long in the vase. You also want to cut it when it's like a round, nice squishy marshmallow, to speak. But I have more of these in my cart to get from Tulip Wall because I'm loving ranunculus, really love them. Alright friends, and look at these ones. These are so pretty. Look at this orange. Oh my goodness, look like something you can eat. And look at this pink one with the frills. Here's the lighter pink. Oh my goodness, these friends, these were leftover seeds or corms I had, and I just put them in this pot. And just look at that. If you haven't tried ranunculus, give them a try. You will love them. They're so dainty. They remind me of roses on a stem growing in your garden. Not like a shrub, but just like on a stem. They're so pretty. Really enjoy them.